name is Aaliyah Sherrick. I am the precision farming specialist out of Bane-Welker, Remington location. Today we are hooked to a MacDon FD2 series flex Draper platform, and I will be demonstrating how to do header height calibration and the header settings in the Pro 700 monitor. So first we're going to go to our back button and hit Toolbox, scroll over to the right until we see Head 1 tab. We're going to select that, and we're going to go through the process of setting up our header settings in the Pro 700 here. So the first thing, kind of walking down through this list here, we have our maximum work height. Basically, that is going to be our acre counter when we are operating through the field. For example, that will be the header height level at which GPS recording is turning on and off. Header type is Draper, so that is correct. Header type for today's calibration is going to be FD2. It is a platform head, and our width is, this is an FD2 45, so our header width is 45 foot. Our target work width is also 45 foot. And the biggest thing here to know is just verifying that the header we have hooked up is matching what we have here on our settings. So if you have something different, just make sure that that follows the header that you're hooked to. We'll scroll down through this page. And really the next thing to know is our auto cut width. Basically, what that is doing is as we are operating through the field, that is going to be the area at which our acres are counting. For example, if we are coming into point rows, the machine knows it's determining automatically how much of the header width we are using. So that needs to be turned on. We'll scroll down through here, and again, if you have any questions on what kind of header settings that you need to be configured to, refer to your operator's manual. That might guide you a little bit more. And in header 1 setup, that is our main run through. Scroll over to Head 2 tab, and we'll also go through our settings on this page as well. First thing is our header sensors. We want to make sure that those are enabled. Our height and tilt response is set to normal. We do have several options here, normal and fast. I have set this today to normal. Basically what our height and tilt response is, if, for example, our header is going through the field and we want it to respond at a normal rate to contour the ground, we want that set at this position. Otherwise, we can set it to fast if we have more demanding operating conditions in the field where we need a quicker response. But for today, I'm going to have that set to normal. Again, this is kind of operator preference there. And I'm going to scroll down through this page. And again, just verifying that these settings are set appropriately pre-season. And that is the completion of our Pro 700 header setup. Next, we're going to hit the back button and go to Calibrations. And we're going to perform our header calibration from the drop-down, make sure a header is selected. And we'll acknowledge the pop-up, and we're going to perform it. So pulse the header down. The display here does go over the instructions step by step, so we will just follow those on-screen directions. Pulse the header down. Pulse the header up for step 2. Pulse the header down again. And then the last step is step 4. We're going to pulse the header up. Now do not be alarmed when the header is actually lowering during this step. This is completely normal and what is supposed to happen. This setting is basically going to determine upper and lower position of the header sensors and also do its tilt. Now this is indicating that the calibration is completed, and we will walk through setting our set points 1 and 2. For this, we want to make sure that our separator is engaged, and we also want to engage our header. And then I'm going to set my set point for our operating position now. So I'm going to set my header down, and this is when I will use my header height position sensor to use the numeric values between somewhere around 2, 2.5. And once I have set my header at that position, I will set that as my set point 2. And now I will set my position 1, raise my header up, and this will be the position at which I am turning around on the headlands. So once I have that set, I will set that as my set point 1. And then now as we're operating through the field, you can hit your resume switch, and this will operate between set points 1 and 2. So as you are cutting through the field, again, we're operating at normal conditions here. We'll hit our resume, and that header will lift as if we are turning on the end. One thing to acknowledge is on our Pro 700 here, when we use our resume to cut, there will be an indicator here with a squiggly line under the header, and that does indicate that we are in resume to cut mode. Okay, so this right here is our header height position sensor, and the basic thing to know is that the sensor is on the opposite side of where the plate is here, and it is actually a small plastic box on the opposite side of this plate.